Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into AI today,
Okay.
and we're going to be guided by the January 2025 edition of Increase Your ZAKA.
Sounds good.
That's a tech newsletter.
Yeah.
It just seems to always have, its finger on the pulse of what's next.
For sure.
And we're going to be unpacking a lot. ChatGPT's latest tricks, the evolving landscape of AI security.
Uh-huh.
And we're even going to touch on OpenAI's strategy for the U.S. to lead in AI development.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Think of this deep dive as your crash course in understanding where AI is headed and how it might impact your life.
Well, that sounds really useful because I think a lot of people feel like they're just,
Totally.
getting swept up in it and they don't really understand where it's going.
Exactly.
It's a purpose.
This newsletter offers just a really fascinating snapshot of the current state of AI.
Totally.
What strikes me is how these seemingly separate developments, like ChatGPT getting a task management upgrade.
Right.
The ways AI tools can be hacked.
Uh-huh.
And OpenAI's vision for U.S. AI dominance.
Right.
They're all interconnected.
Yeah.
And paint this bigger picture of where this technology is going.
They really do. I mean, you can't talk about those things in isolation.
Exactly.
You have to see the big picture.
Yeah. Let's jump in with a look at ChatGPT's new tasks feature.
Oh.
It's like ChatGPT went from casual conversation partner to a full-blown personal assistant.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
It is.
Just imagine, having ChatGPT deliver your daily weather updates, remind you about meetings, or even read your kids a bedtime story.
Yeah.
All at scheduled times.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
I mean, that is a game changer, I think, for a lot of people.
It is.
Yeah.
It certainly is a significant step towards what we call agentic AI.
Yeah.
Which is where these AI systems don't just respond to commands, but they act independently and proactively.
That's right.
It's as if we're handing over the reins of our to-do list to our AI assistants.
Exactly.
Freeing up our time and energy for other things.
Well, the question is, what are we going to do with all that?
That's the question.
Free time.
Right. What are we going to do?
Are we just going to sit around and watch TV, or are we going to use that time for something productive?
That's a whole other deep dive.
Exactly.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
But it does make you wonder, are we becoming too reliant on these AI to manage our lives?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And on that note, this newsletter also dives into some findings from Microsoft's security team. They've been testing the security of over 100 AI tools.
Okay.
And what they found is that the most effective attacks are often the simplest.
Interesting.
Yeah, it turns out you don't need to be like a coding genius to exploit vulnerabilities in these systems.
Okay.
Hackers are using this technique called prompt engineering. To trick AI into doing their bidding.
I see.
For instance,
they
can embed harmful instructions in an image.
Wow.
And completely bypass the safety protocols of an image generator.
That is scary.
It's pretty scary. So instead of building complex algorithms to break through defenses, hackers are just finding clever ways to outsmart the AI using its own rules.
That's right.
It's crazy, right?
It is crazy because you think that AI is so smart.
Yeah.
But it can be outsmarted in a very simple way.
Yes. It's a reminder that as AI becomes more sophisticated, so too will the methods used to exploit its weaknesses.
Right.
So we have to be constantly vigilant and developing robust security measures that can keep pace with the evolution of these technologies.
It's like a constant arms race.
It is.
Right.
Now, shifting gears to a broader perspective, the newsletter highlights OpenAI's newly released strategy document for the U.S. to maintain its lead in global AI development. They're calling for significant federal investments in a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Hardware data ecosystems, energy infrastructure, and workforce development.
Wow, that's a big...
It's a very comprehensive approach to maintaining a lead in AI.
It makes sense, though.
It does.
I mean, you can't just focus on one area. You have to look at the whole ecosystem.
You do.
Yeah.
What I found interesting is their critique of existing policies. Like the CHITS Act.
Right.
OpenAI argues that certain obstacles within these policies are actually hindering progress.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're highlighting the need for a more streamlined and strategic approach to funding and regulation.
So it's not just about throwing money at the problem.
Exactly.
It's about being smart about how you use that money.
It is. It's about strategy. It's a bold move for a private company.
It is.
To openly critique government policies like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not afraid to speak their mind.
They're not. And it really underscores the urgency and importance they place on fostering this robust AI ecosystem in the U.S.
They're really putting their money where their mouth is.
They are.
So to speak.
Yes, and their strategy goes beyond just bolstering the U.S.'s position on the global AI stage.
Okay.
It also delves into the concept of AI safety.
Right.
Emphasizing the need for research and development to ensure that these advanced AI systems remain aligned with human values.
That's a crucial point.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not just about winning the AI race.
Yeah.
Right? It's about making sure that the finish line leads to a future that benefits all of us.
We don't want to create something that's going to destroy us.
Exactly.
Right.
That said, OpenAI has been in the news lately for quietly removing a statement about AI models being politically unbiased by default from their strategy document.
Interesting.
And that has sparked debate about whether this was a simple edit or a signal of a shift in their philosophy.
I see.
It raises questions about how we even define and ensure objectivity in AI.
Right.
Especially as these systems become more integrated into our lives and decision-making.
Well, I mean, the question is, can AI ever be truly objective?
Right.
Because it's created by humans who have their own biases.
Yeah, and who are treating it on data. It's already biased.
Yeah, so it's a really tricky question.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a crucial discussion to have.
It is.
As AI's influence on our lives continues to grow.
For sure.
Now, before we get too deep into the philosophical implications, let's take a spin through the bite-sized news section of the newsletter.
Yeah.
It's always a whirlwind of updates.
Yeah, it is.
On the latest advancements.
It's hard to keep up with.
It is hard to keep up.
All the new stuff that's coming out.
It really is.
All the time.
So this week, we have news about Google's Gemini Live interacting with YouTube videos.
Oh, wow.
We have NVIDIA investing in AI-powered digital twins. Mercedes-Benz is partnering with Google for a Gemini-powered virtual assistant. Luma Labs is pushing the boundaries of video realism with their Ray 2 AI model. And Gemini AI has achieved a breakthrough in processing video and images simultaneously.
That's amazing.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah, that's a lot to process.
It is a lot to process.
Yeah.
It's a dizzying array of advancements.
It is.
Each with its own potential to disrupt industries and change the way we live and work.
Right.
If you had to pick one that particularly stands out.
That's a tough one.
I know it is.
But I think I would have to go with Gemini AI's ability to process video and images at the same time.
Okay. And why is that one so significant?
Because it's like giving AI a whole new set of eyes.
I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
It can now see the world in a much richer and more nuanced way. And this opens up a whole world of possibilities.
Like what?
Well, imagine AI assistants that can not only understand what you're saying, but also what you're looking at.
Oh, wow.
Right? Or AI-powered diagnostic tools that can analyze medical images in real time.
That would be incredible.
Right.
So much faster.
Exactly.
So many lives saved.
Yeah, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You know, we're just starting to scratch the surface.
Absolutely. What's possible. It's exciting, but it also underscores the need for us to think about the ethical implications.
Right.
As these AI capabilities continue to evolve.
We can't just let technology run wild.
We can't.
We have to think about the consequences.
We do.
Yeah.
Now let's bring it back down to earth a bit.
Okay.
And look at how AI is already changing the way companies connect with their customers.
All right.
The newsletter features 5 AI tools.
All right.
Dynamic Yield.
Yeah.
Optimizely. Algolia. Blueconic and Personalize.
Okay.
That are making these personalized experiences easier than ever to achieve.
Wow.
And these tools represent a diverse range of application, from dynamically adjusting content and offers based on individual user behavior to optimizing search functionality and creating these unified customer profiles.
So it's all about making the customer experience as personalized as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It seems like AI is becoming the go-to solution.
It really is.
For companies looking to tailor their interactions with customers at an incredibly granular level.
And it's only going to get more sophisticated.
It is.
You know, as AI gets better,
we're
going to see even more personalization.
But as AI-powered personalization gets more sophisticated, we need to consider the potential implications for user privacy.
Absolutely.
And data security.
That's a huge issue.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a balancing act.
It is.
Providing these personalized experiences.
Yeah.
And ensuring that user data is handled responsibly and ethically.
That's the key.
It is. Speaking of making things easier,
okay,
the newsletter highlights Wix's AI-powered ADI tool, which promises to simplify website creation,
okay,
making it as easy as ordering takeout.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's pretty amazing.
6 simple steps, and you have a website.
All thanks to AI.
All thanks to AI.
That's incredible.
It's pretty incredible. It's certainly democratizing web design.
It is.
Allowing anyone, regardless of their technical skills, to create a professional-looking online presence.
I mean, that's a game changer for small businesses.
Absolutely.
And entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But does this come at the expense of creativity?
That's a good question.
Like, are we losing?
Are we just going to end up with a bunch of cookie-cutter websites that all look the same?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a possibility.
It is a possibility.
Yeah.
While these tools streamline the process, there's still a lot to be said.
I think so.
For the human touch.
In design. Yeah.
You know?
You need that creativity.
We do.
That spark.
You need that spark.
That human element.
Right. It's about finding that sweet spot where AI can augment our creative abilities without completely replacing that unique perspective.
Right.
And those problem-solving skills
exactly
that we bring to the table.
Yeah. I think that's the key.
It is.
Finding that balance.
Yeah, this theme of balance keeps emerging as we explore AI.
It does.
Right? The balance between innovation and security, between personalization and privacy.
Right.
And between automation and human creativity.
That's a great point.
It's a complex landscape.
It is.
Which is why it's so fascinating.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a really exciting time to be alive.
It is.
To be following this technology.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think as we venture deeper into the world of AI, it's important to approach it with both enthusiasm and a healthy dose of critical thinking.
I agree. I think that's the best way to approach it.
We need to be excited about the possibilities, but also aware of the potential risks.
Exactly. We don't want to be naive about this technology.
No, we don't want to just blindly embrace it.
Right.
We need to think critically about it.
Yeah.
And make sure that we're using it for good.
That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
And I think this deep dive into Increase Your ZAKA has provided just a really valuable glimpse into the current state of AI.
It has.
And the forces that are driving its evolution.
It's given us a lot to think about.
It has.
Yeah.
It's a lot to take in.
It is.
But it's crucial information.
I agree.
For anyone who wants to navigate this rapidly changing technological landscape.
Absolutely. We need to stay informed.
We do.
Yeah.
And I think the most important takeaway is this sense of agency, this recognition that we have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
I agree. We're not just passive observers.
We're not.
We can actually shape the future of this technology.
We can.
And that's a really powerful thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's empowering.
It is.
It really does feel like we're at like this pivotal moment. In the evolution of AI, we're seeing these advancements happen at just a dizzying pace.
It's incredible.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
And it's raising a lot of questions.
It is.
About how we'll adapt to these changes.
Yeah.
And what role AI will play in our lives moving forward.
I mean, it's the biggest question of our time, I think.
It is a big question.
Yeah.
Speaking of shaping the future.
Okay.
Let's circle back to that call to action.
Oh, right.
At the end of the newsletter.
Okay.
Try it out.
Yeah.
It's a simple phrase.
Yeah.
But it carries a lot of weight.
It does.
In the context of all these developments we're seeing.
Yeah, in the context of everything we've been talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think they mean by try it out?
Well, I think on one level, they're literally saying, you know, try out these new AI tools.
Right.
Experiment with them. See what they can do.
Like Wix's ADI?
Yeah, exactly. Like Wix ADI or ChatGPT. But I think on a deeper level, it's an invitation to shift our mindset.
Okay.
You know, the world of AI is all about experimentation, pushing boundaries, and seeing what's possible.
So it's not just about trying out specific tools.
No.
But about adopting a more experimental approach to problem solving.
Absolutely.
And to life itself.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Right.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is.
Because we've seen this throughout our deep dive today.
We have.
Whether it's ChatGPT taking on new tasks, AI security researchers staying ahead of threats, or OpenAI advocating for a more strategic approach to AI development.
Right.
It's all about embracing change and pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, I think that's the key takeaway here.
What do you think that means for the average person?
Well, I think it means that we need to be more adaptable.
Okay.
We need to be willing to learn new things and to change the way we do things.
Because things are going to change.
They are.
Rapidly.
Yeah, and if we're not willing to change with them, we're going to be left behind.
It's like that saying.
Yeah.
Adapt or die.
Exactly, right. But in this case, it's more like adapt or become irrelevant.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And this applies not just to developers and researchers.
Right.
But to all of us.
To everyone.
As AI is integrated more into our lives, we need to be willing to experiment.
Yes.
Learn new things.
Yeah.
And adapt to new ways of working and living.
And I think the good news is that there are a lot of resources available.
There are.
To help us do that.
Like what?
Well, there are online courses.
Okay.
There are books. There are podcasts like this one.
Of course.
There's a lot of information out there.
There is.
So there's no excuse for not staying up to date.
That's a good point. The newsletter itself is a great example of this try-it-out philosophy.
I think so.
It's packed with diverse perspectives.
Right.
From the technical details of these new tools to the broader implications of AI's role in society.
And it encourages us to be curious.
It does.
To ask questions.
To think for ourselves.
Exactly.
And to be actively engaged in shaping the future of this technology.
Because the future is not set in stone.
It's not.
We can still influence it.
This reminds me of something I read recently.
Okay.
About the concept of citizen developers.
Oh, yeah.
As AI tools become more user-friendly and accessible.
Right.
We're seeing this rise in people who are using these technologies to create their own solutions.
Yeah, even without a technical background.
Even without a technical background.
It's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. It's like the democratization of technology we were talking about earlier with Wix.
Right.
AI is no longer this exclusive domain of experts and engineers.
It's for everyone.
It's becoming a tool that anyone can use to solve problems, express their creativity, and to build new things.
And that's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
It means that the future of AI isn't being decided in some closed-door meeting of tech giants.
It's being shaped by all of us.
It's being shaped by everyday people.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty powerful.
It is. It's very empowering.
So as we wrap up this part of our exploration, what's the one thing you want listeners to remember?
I would say it's that call to action.
Okay.
Try it out.
Try it out.
Don't be afraid to experiment, explore the possibilities.
Yeah.
Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and be an active participant in shaping the future.
I like that. Be an active participant.
Yeah.
Don't be passive.
Right.
This is our future.
It is.
We have to shape it.
We do.
And the future of AI is not predetermined.
No, it's not.
It's a story that's still being written.
Right.
And we all have the power to influence the narrative.
And that's an exciting thought.
It is a very exciting thought.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been quite a journey.
It has.
Exploring AI today.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of ground. From the nitty-gritty of new features to the broader implications of AI's role in society. Exactly. So the future of AI, it's not predetermined.
No, it's up to us.
It's a story that's still being written.
Right.
And we all have the power to influence the narrative.
So let's go out there and write a good one.
Let's write a good one. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI.
Sounds good.
We hope you've enjoyed the journey.
Yeah.
And that you'll continue to explore, to learn, and to try it out.
Try it out.